Welcome everyone to German Tool Reviews. Today we have another vintage Fein tool that I picked up for about $5. From the worn nameplate, this is a Fein ASK636, serial number 926780. This is a single speed drill at 770 RPM. This thing has definitely seen a lot of use, and as you can see, the Fein logo stickers on both sides have faded and just about disappeared. It looks pretty complete except for a ripped cord strain relief and a chip at the trigger lock button. The chuck has rusted fast, so it definitely hasn't been used in a while. I know that it at least spins, so I'll plug it in just to make sure we don't hear anything out of the ordinary. There's definitely something touchy about the switch, as sometimes it would not register. Something we'll have to check out. Alrighty, so let's tear into this thing. The rear housing is only held in with 3 screws. The first thing we notice is that part of the cord strain relief is still in the housing. We'll try to repair this later. Luckily, there is a strain relief clamp to secure the power cable. This drill is about as simple as you can get electronics-wise, just a switch for the mains input that goes directly into field windings. The switch is from Machfot. They are also a German company and are still around making switches. I was not able to find any information on the part number, so it was probably a custom job done just for Fein. Taking apart the switch, I was surprised to see that it's not a sealed assembly. There actually wasn't even an actuator, just a spring that caused the contactor to rotate from one side to the other. Taking a closer look at the contacts, it definitely looks like dirty contacts were the likely cause of the switch issues I was seeing before. Let's take a look at the brushes. These are pistol style carbon brushes that don't actually look too bad. I would say they still have some life left in them, so I don't think we need to replace them. We'll go ahead and take out the brush holders as well. I wonder why Fein used a blue color here. Next, we'll tear into the gearbox. The gears and bearing look to be in good condition. As you can see, there is quite a reduction, so this thing probably has a good amount of torque. Pull the other side of the gearbox housing off, and boy, this thing was caked with carbon dust. I don't think this part has ever been opened. Pulling off the field winding, there's definitely some corrosion and rust, but I don't see any burn marks or broken wires, so I think we should be alright. Taking a look at the armature, I can make out what I think is 9/80. Is that possibly a date code, September 1980? If it is, then this drill would be older than I am. Everything else about the armature and commutator looks good. Let's see if we can get this strain relief repaired. Here's my box of adhesives and sealants. I get these from work because they have expired, but I generally find that they work well past their stated shelf life. They used to throw these in the trash, but I told them to give me anything they're getting rid of. I think we'll try this Scotch Weld 4799 because it says it can bond to EPDM rubber. I cleaned out all the old grease out of the gearbox. As you can see here, the gears and bearings are in good condition. I used some PB Blaster on the chuck until I was able to get it turning again. Then I soaked it in Evaporust for a couple of hours, and it did a nice job of removing most of the rust. It did reveal some text on the chuck. It looks like it's a ROM chuck manufactured in West Germany. Probably original to this drill. I went ahead and picked up a replacement power cord just to be sure. To repack the bearings, I used this Lucas Oil extra heavy duty grease. So let's put everything back together. One thing I did find out is that the power switch can be either put together as a push to close or push to open type switch. First time I put everything together, the tool started up as soon as I plugged it in and turned off when the trigger was pressed. Just flipping the switch around made it work correctly. So this time we have everything together, so let's test it out. So no problems here. We'll go ahead and just do a quick little test on some aluminum. The RPMs are a little bit high, so we'll keep the bit size a little small for this 1/4 inch thickness aluminum. I hope you enjoyed the restoration of the vintage Fein drill. Let me know if these kind of videos are something you guys like seeing, or you just don't want to see these. And don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe for more reviews of German brand tools.